In this video today I'm going to be showing you how you can press any key on your keyboard and bind it to any animation. And I've seen a couple of other tutorials and they have quite a few bugs, so I'm going to try and iron them out in this video. I hope you'll learn something. Let's get started. So there's a couple of things we need to begin with. One obviously being the animations, the dance animations, and we actually do need a character skin. So I'm just going to pick any character off Mixamo, and then on the right side you can click Find Animations, and we can find some dance animations as well. So first, let's just download this random skin. Click here, we're just going to download it in T-pose, just like that. And then after that's done, we are going to look for some dance animations. So if we just click Find Animations and type in Dance, here are all the dance animations. So let's just pick 3 or 4 of these, and we're just going to download them. Simple as that. So I'm going to use this one first. I'm going to change it without skin. It's going to be 60 FPS, and we're just going to download that. And we're basically just going to repeat the process for the next. Here's the second one, and the third one, same again. And now the fourth one. So we have 4 animations now. So next we need to create our default template. It's going to be the third person template, and I'm just going to name this emote tutorial. And then we need to create a new folder inside content and name this animations. So just like that. And first, let's just drag in our skeleton. And this is just the skeleton. And as you can see, we have our character. I'm going to create a new folder called girly character. And select everything in there and move it inside. Next, I'm just going to drag in the animations off my other screen and select the skeleton that we just imported, which is this character skeleton of the girl, and wait for all this to load. So just to clarify, we dragged in the skeleton first without the animations and imported all of them, and then we dragged in the animations afterwards. And if we just drag all these into the viewport, we can now see that the animations are playing, but we want them to play on our character. So what do? We have to retarget all these animations. So select them all, right click, retarget, and we're going to choose our SKM Mani Simple. Select all the animations and click export. Next we're going to add a prefix, and I'm just going to name this dance underscore. So all the new animations will start with dance underscore. It's just easier to find. Now once all that's done, we can preview the animation. So let's just drag this into the viewport, and you can see the animation has been retargeted. So now we can use them with our third person character. So let's just drag another one in just to demonstrate this. As you can see, it's all looking good. And let's go into the third person folder, blueprints, BP third person character, and go into the event graph. We're going to right click, and then we're going to search for one key. You don't want the debug ones, you just want the normal one. And this is going to be the key that we press to start our animation. So let's just drag out a pressed, and we're going to get a play anim montage. If I can type correctly. 1 second. Play anim montage. There we go. And once we have this, it's going to ask us for a montage, which we don't have in it, even though we just imported them. And that's because they are animation sequences. So we need to convert these into animation montages. So let's just select them all, create animation montage or anim montage, and now it'll show up in the browser here. So we're just going to select one of them. I've selected the YMCA one. So you might be thinking that's all we have to do, and it's generally not that easy. So we're going to preview this, and I'm going to show you why it's not this easy. So we click play the anim montage, and you can see it's working fine. But if we move around, we can actually still move around while playing the montage, and we don't want that because it doesn't look good. So what we need to do is get the character movement component, just drag out of here, and we're going to get the disable movement node, connect that up, and in fact actually we want to connect it before we play the montage, just like that, or else it'll play the montage then disable it, and we'll see what this does. So now we cannot move about because we have disabled our movement before the montage, but now we have another problem. So we can't move after the montage has been played, so we just need to enable movement. And you might just think, oh, we can just type in enable movement, but there is no node for this. And how do we get around this? So what we have to do is drag out our character movement, and we're going to set the movement mode. So set movement mode, and we're going to get this and connect it up just like this, and we are going to set the new movement mode. Let me just add these nodes. We're going to add the new movement mode to walking. So here we go, drop down box, and we're going to click walking and see what this does. So let's click play and see what happens. So we can move around, but we're still enabling the movement again. So what's happening here is we're pressing 1, we're disabling the movement, and then it's starting the anim montage and setting the movement mode to walking straight away. So we can actually, we're just basically re-enabling the movement instantly in this one line of code. So let's go to the asset browser, and I'm gonna look at this animation, and what we can do, we can add a delay. So let's have a look how long this animation plays for, and we can add a delay before we enable the movement again. So let's just type in delay, and let's choose 5 seconds because our animation is around 5 seconds long, and we're going to preview this and see what happens. So press play, and it's counting down, and we can't move, and then once the 5 seconds is over, now we can move. And now this is alright, and it does work, but it only works for this one animation because this animation is the only one that's 5 seconds long. Say you copy all these and make a few more. So I'm going to copy them, and let's just paste these, and let's just do it 3 or 4 times, and I'll show you why this doesn't work with the delay for each one. So if we just click on the red node and the keyboard here, we can just press 2 and keyboard again and press 3, and that'll change it to 1, 2 and 3 on your keyboard. And let's change each individual dance. So got snake hip hop on it and a Macarena. So let's just do that, compile and play, and now it's still counting down from 5 seconds, but some of these animations say they're 10 seconds. After 5 it'll start being able to move around again, and we don't want that. So what we can actually do is change some of these nodes. So as you can see, I'm still playing this anim montage, and just for clarification, I'm pressing 1, 2 and 3 to select whichever line of code I want to fire off, and it's playing all 3, so everything's working really. But the delay is going to be a bit of a problem, say you have a lot more animations. So what we can do here is just zoom in a little bit and see this return value. This will be connected to the delay. So whatever the length of the anim montage is going to be the time of the delay. So as you can see here, we're playing the anim montage, and say this one is 3 seconds for example, it'll stop and enable the movement after 3 seconds. This one may be a little bit longer, say it's 5 to 7 seconds. After 5 to 7 seconds it'll start the enable movement mode node, and we'll set back to walking so we can actually just play our game normally again. So on screen now you can probably see a emote wheel, and I've been working on this for a few days, and it's kind of like the Fortnite style emote wheel, and I'm thinking about releasing a tutorial on how to create this and combine it with the tutorial we've just made. So if anybody's interested in that, do me a favour, like the video and leave a comment below if you'd like to see it, and I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching.